So, Chef Manny, have you sent your letter to Santa yet?
You know what, Tim? I didn't send him a letter. I sent him an email.
You have Santa's email address? He didn't give that to me.
Oh, you got to be a special.
Welcome to Memorial Cooking Innovations. I'm Tim Scallon, registered dietitian.
And I'm Manuel Marie, executive chef.
Okay, so Chef Manny, here we are. We're going to Italy for Christmas.
Yeah,
Ooh.
But not just Italy. We're going around the world because gnocchi is one of those new things, especially here. You can go to the grocery store and you look at them at the store and you're like, gnocchi, what is it? So, but guess what? We're going to go through the basics and show you how to do it, which is fun. This is actually one of those things that the family can actually, you can get the little guys to help out once we get the dough, and who doesn't like playing with dough?
So we're going to make this from scratch. We're going to make gnocchi from scratch.
Yeah, there's two ways of doing it. We're going to do one version of it, which is, it's a potato dumpling.
Yes.
All right, and the fun part about it is that we're going to make a nice dough. We're going to roll it out like a little tube, and then we're going to cut them and then fork them. Put them on the side. We're going to boil them in water, and then we're going to do a pesto sauce. Real quick, something simple, easy, but very enjoyable.
All right.
All right, so let's get started.
Okay.
Now, what we have is we have some potatoes. There's two ways of doing it. We can peel the potato real good, wash it real good, but peel it also. Yeah. And then we can boil them in water. All right. There's one way of doing it. Pull it out and ready to go. Or or we can wash it again. Wash it real good. Spray a little oil to it or butter, just kind of lightly, and then wrap it in foil and do it in the oven. And that's what we did. And we actually started a little earlier so we can get the show going. But anyway, nice potatoes. So if you don't mind, Tim, I am going to get them out of the oven because I know they're ready. Yeah. They are here. The oven
So
is
you
hot.
were saying gnocchi is not just an Italian food. It started in Italy. But
you know, Argentina, I grew up in Argentina as well. So, I mean, that's an Argentinian thing as well. But, you know, the tradition in Argentina is that on the 29th of each month, we celebrate by eating gnocchi.
So every month on the 29th is gnocchi day.
It's supposed to be, yes. Yeah. And this thing is super hot. So, but let me see. I'll get to this one.
Well, actually, way before Argentina, gnocchi started with the Romans.
I was going to say, yes. But,
so this is an ancient food.
Yes. These are potatoes.
Can I take that for you?
Well, I got the garbage right here, but let me get this out because I know you can't take the heat, the pain as much as I can. See here, there's nice and steamy. Yeah. Okay. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so here comes the fun part, Tim. I'm going to cut them in half. What you're going to do...
So you're going to cut them lengthwise.
Yeah. What we're going to do, we're going to scoop these.
Okay.
And I got you a bowl right here. If you don't mind, I'm going to put it right there. Just be careful. Here's a rag because you can see how hot they are. Yeah. And we want to take as much as we can from the inside of the potato.
Okay. All right. So you just want the potato meat. You don't want the skin.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now with the skin, if we're doing a bunch of gnocchis, which you know, once you start off small, once you know what you're doing, what you know, and then next time you have a big family gathering, everybody can enjoy. The potato, on the other hand, you can just bake them off, season them up a little bit, maybe put a little mozzarella cheese or a little tomato sauce or something like that, mozzarella, and throw them in the oven and melt them.
Potato skins.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Well, because, you know, I'm glad you said that because, you know, our recipe says to discard the skins, but, you know, a chef never throws anything away.
No, that could be an appetizer.
Yeah.
Before the meal, so it always comes in handy.
Might go good with Chianti.
It will go good with Chianti. So we're good with that?
Yeah.
And I'll take that because later on we're going to do something with this.
All right.
Beautiful. All right, Tim. Thank you so much. Now, you know, my mom grabs a fork and she just mashes it. You know, typical, you know, nowadays we got a potato masher or stuff like that. So, and I got a nice spoon. So, and the potato is just perfect. So we want to smash it really good.
So do you remember your mom making gnocchi?
Oh, we still do.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things that, I mean, we enjoy. And the one we're going to do today, because there's so many ways that you can do gnocchi. You can do a nice cream sauce. You can do a nice marinara. Yeah. I mean, but we're going to do a nice little pesto because that goes just so wonderful. Okay. All right. So we're going to add a little bit of flour, okay? All right. The recipe, just follow the recipe. It'll be perfect. Yeah. And it says it calls for a cup of flour. So we're just going to add flour.
Okay. You're estimating a cup, but now remember,
I'm estimating a cup because
but that's because you cook by instinct, and everybody can't do like you do.
So just measure really good.
That's right. That's right.
Santa Claus will bring everybody a measuring cup, measuring spoons, and we're set.
Okay,
that's everybody's list.
I have to measure.
Yeah, you do. But we come out pretty good because I mean we do measure too. Don't get me wrong, but we practice this so many times.
That's the thing. See, you've done this so many times, and where this may be the first time I'm doing a recipe like this.
A pinch.
Okay, I saw that.
No, it was fake. I was just watching. See if you're watching me. All right. A little pepper doesn't hurt. Okay. Pepper's good for you.
Oh yeah.
All right. And then again, we're just gonna keep mixing. All right.
All right.
What we want to really do is make a dough.
Okay, and so really what you're after, okay, and at some point you're going to add some eggs to this.
Yes, I'm going to add a little bit of butter.
Okay.
All right.
So melted butter.
Melted butter.
All right.
Okay, and then I'm going to mix it again, and then we're going to add our eggs, okay?
Okay.
And it's almost like making pasta, except for we're adding potato to it.
Okay.
And people think, okay, how hard is it to make pasta? One day we'll do pasta.
Okay.
All right. We'll show them different ways of doing it. So we're going to add an egg.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now you can do it, Tim.
Okay.
Mix it well. One nice little dough. We saved a little flour because we're going to play with it later on. We're going to knit the dough.
And what I'm doing right here is I'm making sure that a little bit of egg gets in every piece of that dough as much as you can.
And that's why the fork is good. You can also use a nice hand mixer.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
If you're using one of those fancy, nice mixing bowl stuff, then do it in slow speed. Don't over whip it. You know, you just want to mix it really, really good.
Okay.
Okay. Keep going though. Keep going because I'm gonna add a little more flour. I want a dough.
Okay.
I want all the ingredients there.
Now you don't want to put any water in this.
I'm gonna add a little bit of water as well.
But you want everything mixed up real good before you add that water.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
So I want the flavors. I want everything. In
all right.
there.
Now at this point, it's getting hard enough that I'm going to use this stronger spoon. Okay.
A little bit of water.
And this dough really, you make it it's a thick dough, huh?
It is. It's almost like a bread dough.
Okay. You know, I've never seen mixing potato with flour like this.
And really, it's just a nice potato dumpling.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Okay, we got a little, and then we're gonna add just that little bit left, the flour.
Now remember, your recipe is a guideline, and this is true for all the recipes we do. And so if what you're really looking for is and you know what you're looking for, but we who have never cooked this recipe before, we may have to do this more than once. First time, we may not know exactly what it is.
And that's why we're going to show you.
Okay.
So we're going to add the rest of the flour.
Okay. So you want it to be a little.
I want it
because you have to be able to knead this.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's what we want to do.
One of the things that you're doing with flour here is you're developing the gluten. Gluten is a protein that's in wheat flour, and that gluten, some people these days have gluten sensitivity, and so if you find that you're not tolerating foods with wheat, there's a simple test that you can go to a gastroenterologist, and he can tell you if you have either gluten intolerance or gluten sensitivity. Otherwise, you don't want to needlessly cut out all wheat foods thinking that you're gluten intolerant when you may not be. Gluten intolerance, just to say one more word about that, is a lot of gas and bloating after you've eaten food that has wheat in it. Okay, so
here we got our cutting board, or you can use a nice flat table, clean it really good.
Yeah.
We're going to add a little flour because we don't want this
Don't want him to stick. Yeah.
Tim, I'm kneading it by hand. Just make sure you wash your hands really good, okay?
Okay.
Now, I know you're thinking, Tim.
What?
How do you know when it's ready?
Yep.
Here,
your psychic powers.
This is the fun thing about doing a gnocchi.
Okay.
And this is where my mom used to have us all together and do a gnocchi. What you do is you're going to roll it, right?
Okay.
You're going to roll it to a nice little tube.
Okay.
Just like that, right?
Okay.
We're going to cut it. And this is how you can tell. I need the fork, though.
Oh,
this is the fun part of it. You grab it, and you roll it. Okay, so we're gonna cut little tubes.
Now show me what you're trying to do.
Because we're gonna shape it. It's got the shape, so it needs a little more flour. So we need
it's not stiff enough.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're just gonna knit a little by little.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna add a little more flour.
Okay.
That's why I just wanted all the flavor to be there. Because remember, it's a potato pasta. It's a dumpling.
And you know, our recipe says to knead this until the dough is smooth and elastic. And you know, it's helpful to see how you do this. Let me throw this guy back in here. Don't want to waste this one right here. There's a little gnocchi right there.
Yeah. We're gonna enjoy this one, buddy.
Yeah.
Have you ever had gnocchis, Tim?
I have not.
Really?
No.
All right, you're gonna enjoy this.
Yeah.
You know, people go to the Italian restaurants and they got gnocchis in the menu, and it's one of those things that, you know, it comes here, it's introduced, and everybody wondering, you know, what is it? You know, I'm afraid of it. So.
Well, and when you mentioned earlier in the show, you said you can get this pre-made in the grocery store. It's in the dairy counter, but I can tell you, it's not going to taste as good as this because you know what? It's like we always say, the flavor is in the freshness.
Exactly. So, you know, if you have, like, again, if you have a cutting board, wash it good, you know, flour it real good. If you have a flat surface like that, again, wash it good. Yeah. Because we're going to roll it with 2 hands. Just make a nice little...
Okay.
Okay. And then if you don't mind, Tim, can you pass me a little plate behind you?
Yeah.
I'm going to cut them. Okay, just like that. Now, here's the trick to it. I'm going to put it right here. Okay. So everybody can watch. We've got a fork.
Yeah.
Flour your fork really good. You're going to grab the little tube I made, and you're going to just twist it like that. And you're going to put it right here.
So you want that design is what you're after.
Exactly.
Okay. And that way, whenever it cooks, that'll come through.
Yeah. So put a little pressure on it.
Like that?
Yeah, but put your thumb through it just like that. I'm gonna wash my hands.
All right.
All the way through, Tim.
Okay.
Beautiful. Keep going.
All right. Let me try another one.
It's fun. The family will enjoy.
You're trying to make an imprint from the fork, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Is that what you're after?
That's it. Just put a little pressure and twist it off.
And you can do different shapes. I mean, gnocchi doesn't have to be just this way.
That's the way I was brought up, and that's the way we all sat around.
This is the way La tua Mama made this.
Exactly.
Mama Marini.
Mama Marini.
Okay. Mama Marina or Mama Marini, are you watching this?
I bet she is. I'm going to tell her you said, watch this show. We're making gnocchis.
Now, see, I can't do it as fast as you can.
It's not that hard. But like you said, you've got to practice. We got to practice, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to roll it.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it's just like anything else. It takes a little practice.
Practice
but you know what?
makes perfect.
But at least we know how to make them.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah. And by the time you get to the end of the bowl, you'll know how to do it.
You'll be perfect. And guess what? You're going to be doing it again.
All right.
Because once you eat this, it's so good.
You know, there are recipes that we do on this show that I go home and do, and this is going to be one of them. This is going to be one of them.
And the wife is going to like it.
Oh, she'll love this. Yeah.
You don't have to. She's vegetarian. You don't have to add meat. The way we're doing it is there's no meat in it.
Are you getting how he's rolling that?
Well, actually, we're going to do. Wait. We're going to add a little shrimp to ours.
Yes.
And a little fresh asparagus.
Okay.
So the wife eats shrimp.
She eats shrimp, yes.
All right.
She is now a pescatarian.
Pescatarian.
Yeah, so she's not just a vegetarian now. She eats mostly vegetables, but she includes some fish. A pescatarian.
Okay, we got some going.
Yeah.
All right. We got our water boiling because you got to make sure that your water is boiling.
Okay.
All right, Tim.
All right.
So I got the water boiling, right?
Yeah.
Put a little bit of butter, a little oil. Now, some people say, is it worth it? Is it not? To me, it is because once you drop them in there, they kind of coat so they don't stick together.
Oh, I see.
Once you pull them out, they also coat because oil and water don't mix. So once you pull them out, they're kind of coating itself so it doesn't. So don't pour a lot because you're throwing away money.
It's
just a little bit. So we got a little bit of oil and water and a little pinch of salt. Pinch of salt, okay?
Okay.
Just like anything else. So we're going to go ahead and drop them.
Okay.
Look really
and basically, you just boil them until they float.
Yeah. So that's how we know. How do you know they're ready? What? As soon as you see the first one float, get ready because they're all gonna pop just like popcorn. Pop, 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 pop. These will just float to the top, then scoop them out.
Okay.
All right, sounds good. So we're just gonna wait for a few minutes, and then shortly enough, we'll get that going.
Okay. Okay, so what are you working on now?
Well, I'm working on the pesto. Pesto's very simple. A little bit of fresh basil.
Yeah.
A little parsley.
Yeah.
Pine nuts.
Yeah.
You know, pine nuts are pretty high at times. It doesn't have to be. You can use pecans, almonds, whatever nut.
Walnut?
Yeah, walnut, they'll be fine, okay?
Okay.
A little bit of garlic, Parmesan cheese, okay, olive oil.
So all of these ingredients that you're describing are healthy ingredients.
Very healthy
so
and
pesto,
natural.
Pesto sauce then, you know, we tend to think of sauces as not being a healthy thing. Pesto is a healthy sauce.
It's a very healthy.
Okay.
And I know how much nuts are good for you. I see the doctors eating every day, nuts. So, and of course you, Tim. I see you every morning with your cereal and your almonds and stuff like that. Okay. So what I got is I got the pan ready. I got a little bit of how are the
They're starting to float.
Okay, excellent. So
you want me to take them out?
Yeah, let me give you the spoon.
Okay.
And that's how we know, Tim, that they're ready because they start floating to the top. Okay, Tim.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that looks good. Go ahead, put them on the plate. Now we're
making gnocchi from scratch,
and that is fun though. Okay, I got some shrimp. Add some chicken if you want. Just the gnocchis by itself. Okay.
Okay.
Our recipe calls for some shrimp, and I got some small ones too. Okay. On the shrimp, it does not matter which one. So Tim, what I have here, so I got some 70, 80 shrimp, which means by the pound, how many come to a pound. Okay. So, I mean, if you're going to get, nice big ones and you're going to cut them up, why go through that? Just get the small ones.
Yeah.
All right?
And it'd be less expensive that way.
Yeah, so then I add a little bit of garlic. I add my parsley. Here's my basil, and then it's going to start smelling really good. Okay, we're going to cook the shrimp first. We, on the other hand, we got pecans, okay, Tim?
Okay, so you're going to use pecans.
I might use pecans, okay?
Pecan pesto.
Yes, so it's really good, all right? We're going to throw in some fresh asparagus. If you got some bell peppers, if you got some, fresh vegetables, go ahead and throw them in because we want to cook them off. Now, you're going to go ahead and blanch these, but we're going to go ahead and cook them with the shrimp.
Okay, but I thought you were going to blend oil and I thought you were going to make like your sauce.
Well, there are two ways of doing it. One is because we're going to cook right then and there, or we can put the basil, the olive oil, the garlic, and all that, and blend it together as one.
Okay.
Here, we're just making ours chunkier.
Okay, so this pesto is a different style. This is, you like textures in food.
I like it to be a little more visual. We eat with our eyes.
Yeah.
All right. I want it to be chunky.
So you're literally doing this pesto. You're doing like your herbs with oil in the pan with the shrimp?
With the shrimp.
Okay.
Get that flavor going. And
okay.
you can smell it right now.
That's not what our recipe says to do. But it is just a guideline, isn't it?
It is. Don't be scared of me like that. But that's good though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You smell it? The shrimps are almost ready. Remember, our gnocchi's already cooked.
Yeah.
So they're hot. So we just want to cook the shrimp because we're going to toss in the gnocchis.
Okay, so how do you know when the shrimp are done? This is a question that everybody always asks.
They start turning pink on you.
Okay.
All right? We know they're ready. If they kind of, you
don't want to cook them too much
because they're chewy.
Tough.
You want to cook it right when they start turning pink, and they're almost there. They're almost ready.
Okay. In this recipe, it's important to use extra virgin olive oil. The term extra virgin means that the oil is less filtered, which gives it more flavor and a deeper color than light olive oil. This rich, full flavor complements the other ingredients. All olive oil is a monounsaturated fat, which means that it helps lower cholesterol. The extra virgin oil has more health benefit than the light. Now there's a time to use light olive oil, and that's when you don't want the full flavor of olives, like in muffins or cornbread. But in this pesto, the full flavored extra virgin olive oil is perfect. Now remember, even healthy fats have to be used sparingly because they're all high calorie.
All right, Tim. Shrimp looking good?
Okay, I'm going to move this.
All right, be careful, it's hot.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to toss in our gnocchis. Beautiful.
Okay, all right.
You can get rid of that plate. I got another one.
All right.
Oh, that smells so good.
Really smelling those herbs.
Man. The flavor of this is going to be wonderful.
Beautiful. The color, too.
Now, remember, pesto always calls for Parmesan cheese, but we're going to sprinkle a little bit on top. You know, Parmesan holds a lot of sodium in there, so we don't want it too salty. We want all the natural flavors.
Well, we want to thank Brookshire Brothers, a celebration of family and community. And we want to say thank you to our friends at the City of Lufkin for producing, filming, and distributing Memorial Cooking Innovations.
Definitely.
Thank you to Sodexo.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
Yeah. And thank you to the H.C. Polk Education Center. And especially we want to say thanks to you guys. Now, if you'll pardon us, we have some gnocchi to eat, huh?
Yeah, we sure do.
Okay, so Chef Manny, I've got you a little Christmas present here. It's a Chianti. It'd go real good with this gnocchi.
Oh, it's wonderful. Thank you, Tim.
You're welcome.
Guess what? We're going to share it.
Okay,
perfect.
All right. I was hoping you would say that.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so Chef Manny, what do you want for Christmas?
You know, I have a happy family, a healthy one.
Yeah.
So I couldn't ask for more. What about you?
Well, I think I want fresh gnocchi for Christmas.
Awesome. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Salute.
Salute.